guys, welcome to Kiri's Inspiration Board. This is my second vlog and it's basically today going to be around like making sauces and stuff. So first of all, thanks for watching, and if you're following me, and if you're not following me, make sure you do. On Tumblr it's just Kiri's Inspiration Board at tumblr.com or at Kiri's Inspiration Board on Instagram. So yeah, in my first vlog I said I was going to be posting loads of recipes and I've slacked off, I'm not going to lie, so I'm sorry, I'm apologising right now for that, and this is to kind of make up for it. So basically what I want to do is go through some great sauce based ideas, and then it's up to you to kind of add what you want in there, because a lot of the time I'll make recipes and I kind of guesstimate in the kitchen. I just throw stuff in and then I kind of forget, and then people ask me, oh, how did you make that? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, I can't remember what I put in it. So this is to encourage you to make your own. So first of all, if you're on Juice Plus already, then you're going to have a blender, but that's the first thing that you need. The second thing is obviously like your herbs and your spices and like the flavourings that you like. I'm not going to tell you what to get, but some of the staple ones that I use, I like ginger, cumin, paprika, cayenne pepper, black pepper, you've got to have black pepper, basil, dill is great for fish, thyme. I'm not going to list them all, but yeah, make sure your spice rack is full. And then thirdly is I'm going to give you like the bases, like the staple things that I use to make sauce bases. So if you're on Juice Plus, obviously you can't have additives, and this is to kind of make your own sauces so that you're not going to be having additives. And yeah, you shouldn't be having additives anyway, even if you're not on Juice Plus. If you're eating healthy, you shouldn't be having additives, and obviously tins and stuff like that, jars, they tend to have additives in them. So so let me just get on with it. I'm blabbering on now. But basically, the first one that I'm going to go through is like one that I use for curry, and it's coconut. Now, coconut milk is great, but sometimes I find that the texture is quite watery and the consistency isn't great for like a sauce base. Although you can get a thick and creamy, I think it's Pride as well actually. But I don't know. If you're gonna use like a tin, obviously you're gonna have to use the whole tin. Or if you don't want to use the whole tin, you're gonna have to put it in the fridge and use it within a couple of days. So that's not ideal. So you want to do this cheaply and the best you can. So I use this. I've got it right here, prepared, and it's creamed coconut. So it's basically the same thing, but it's literally 100% coconut. And I'm gonna show you what it is. It's like really. It's like a lump of coconut basically, and it's really hard, but it makes like double what you're gonna get if you buy a tin. So I cook for like me and my boyfriend every night, so obviously I'll use like about half of this because you get like double obviously. And if you're using a tin, you're gonna probably only need like a quarter or something for one person, or even with this, like you can literally like chop off as much as you need, which is like ideal because it's not going to go off. You can keep it in the fridge for ages. I think I've kept it for like a month or something before in the fridge. It doesn't go mouldy because it's in the fridge. I don't know if it's been a month actually, that might be like exaggerating a little bit. But this is great because you don't have to use it all straight away, and you can make it a consistency that you want as well. So if you want it to be more watery, then you add more water. If you want it like really thick, obviously you just add less water. So yeah, that's my first one for like curries and stuff like that. And I tend to add things like cumin, garam masala, paprika, but I'm not going to give it all away. I'm going to post my recipe up because I can't remember, but I have got it written down, so I'm going to post my recipe up. I'll try and do that today as well actually. So yeah, so that's like great curry base, coconut. Also for like tomatoey sauces, I find that if you use like chopped tomatoes, it's really watery, and again I don't like the consistency of it. So I use tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, but then I'll add tomato puree to it, and it actually really thickens it. And tomato puree doesn't taste like, it just has a better taste to it, and it's 100% tomatoes, and I don't know why it's like that, but it just does honestly taste like so much better. So that's a great thing to add to tomatoes to make it even a thicker like sauce for a tomato base. Then obviously your herbs and your spices or whatever you want in there as well. I'll leave that up to you. So yeah, and then tomato puree as well is also great for making water into a sauce, for like a thin sauce, and then you can add herbs and spices as well. So when I used to make steak, because I don't really make it anymore, because I'm just kind of on white meat at the moment, I've kind of tried to cut out as much red meat as possible. But I actually found that just literally cooking the steak in the sauce, in the flavors that I wanted, and then add in like a tiny bit of oil, obviously, olive oil, not vegetable oil, and then add in like a tiny bit of water, and then a little bit of tomato puree actually like thickens the water, and it actually makes a bit of a sauce that it goes in. That comes out really nice. And yeah, another great thing to use for a sauce base is almond milk, because creamy sauces tend to like have cheese and like obviously cream, and you can't have stuff like that on your Juice Plus diet, and you shouldn't really be having milk. If you go on my Instagram, there's a post which explains why you shouldn't have milk. I'm not going to go into it right now, but yeah, you shouldn't have dairy milk. So yeah, so basically what I'll tend to use is a dollop of Greek yogurt, 100% natural Greek yogurt, not Greek style, make sure it's the total Greek, not the 0%. If you're on Juice Plus, that would have been explained to you in the welcome pack. If you haven't had a welcome pack from your Juice Plus coach, then you need to come to me next time and sign up with me. That's a whole other thing as well. I won't get into that. But so yeah, so basically yogurt, 100% natural Greek yogurt is a great base as well for making like a creamier sauce. And almond milk. I nearly forgot. Almond milk is a great one as well. And because almond milk is quite watery again, like it's like a really thin consistency, I'll tend to like blend leeks or something in with it, and it actually makes it like a more of a thick sauce. So for a sauce base, the best vegetables to use, you can use any vegetables you want obviously, but the best ones to use that I find are things like leeks for like creamy ones. Courgettes are really great because they don't have like a really strong flavour, and you can kind of add whatever you want and it doesn't overpower with the flavour of courgette because it's not got a strong flavour. So what I'll do is I'll cut it up, put a little bit of olive oil in a pan, put the chunks of courgette in there and put a lid on and like sweat it for like 5-10 minutes. It doesn't take very long, and then blend it together. So that one's a really good one as well. And another one which takes a little bit longer, same process, but carrots. That one's a really good one. And when I make carrots, I tend to put like red onion or white onion in as well, and that actually goes really nice. So yeah, those are like my favourite sort of sauce, my staple sauce bases that I use. And then to make it different every time, you just add in different spices, different flavourings, and put in what you want. So I will be posting some of my recipes up in, well, I'm going to post the curry one up today as well, and then I'll post up a few more as well, like over the next week or so. If you've got any recipes or any vlog ideas or anything you want to see from me, then let me know and I'll be happy to do a vlog or a post on that or whatever. Coming soon, I am going to post my top 5 Juice Plus shake mixtures. So what I like to add to my Juice Plus shake to make it really flavoursome. And I think that's about it. Make sure you're following me. And yeah, let me know if there's anything you want me to cover at all.